Dear friends, a great tomorrow awaits us as today more than 1.1 billion girls are poised to bravely take on the future. Every day girls are breaking boundaries and shattering barriers, tackling issues like child marriage, education inequality, violence, climate injustice and inequitable access to healthcare, to name a few. They are truly unstoppable, and so should we. Let's seize this opportunity to be inspired by these young, brave girls striving for the change they want, the solutions, big and small, they are leading and demanding across the globe. For this, in Chandigarh, Yuvsatta-an NGO, CCPCR, that is Chandigarh Commission for Protection of Child Rights, and the Education Department, Chandigarh Administration have come together to jointly launch a unique Girls India campaign with the slogan, "Demand and Claim Your Rights." In this endeavour, 50 principals of prominent schools of the city are actively participating. At the launch, Mrs. Harjinder Kaur, Chairperson CCPCR, said that they are targeting to cover 25,000 girl students in the first phase of the endeavour. To realise the same, 25 prominent private schools of the city will be collaborating with 25 government schools, catering to students from villages and slum settlements of the city. To add to this is the School Buddies of Girls India initiative, in which a government school student will be connected with a private school student with the focus on promoting girls' rights at all levels. The chairperson further added that the participating girls are expected to connect online on Google Meet or Zoom with each other after their school at a time that is convenient for them. 5 days a week, 30 to 45 minutes daily, or a minimum of 2.5 hours weekly, or you can say around 10 hours a month, interacting with each other on issues of academic interests and girls' rights, so that a spirit of camaraderie develops and they realize their true potential. Sardar Swarn Singh Virk, founder of the famous Baba Aya Singh Riyarki College, Gurdaspur, known as the Shanti Niketan of Punjab, was the chief guest on the occasion. Appreciating the efforts of Mr. Virk to promote girls' education, Mrs. Ravinder Kaur, Deputy Director, Education Department, who was the special guest of honour, said that Baba Aya Singh Riyarki model, in which education is at the core, with senior students teaching the junior ones without teachers, is a unique and commendable service to the nation. And the Girls India program here also contains the same spirit of empowering girls from within. Prominent people who addressed the gatherings include Mrs. Kavita C. Das, Principal of St. John's High School, Sister Mary Suprita, Principal of Carmel Convent School, Mrs. Monica Bhatia, Principal of St. Joseph's Senior Secondary School, Mrs. Pooja Panchi, Member, and Mr. Chanchal Singh, Advisor of CCPCR Chandigarh. In his concluding remarks, Mr. Pramod Sharma, founder of Yuvsatta NGO, shared that all participating Girls India students will be known as Girls Parliamentarians, and for better understanding and coordination, they will be divided into groups of 8 to 10 girl students each. Further, these girl parliamentarians will democratically choose for a rotational term of 3 months one girl minister. Further, girl ministers can then select one president, one prime minister, one speaker, one deputy speaker, and several ministers. And this ministerial team is expected to hold weekly or monthly meets on issues of girls' rights like social media and cyber security, good education, exercise, mental and physical health, food and nutrition, menstruational hygiene, and safe disposal of sanitary pads, teenage suicides, good touch and bad touch, whom to complain in case of sexual abuse, child marriage, and teenage pregnancy, to name a few. Girl parliamentarians will also be initiating a My Body, My Rights campaign to protect sexual and reproductive rights now and for the future next generation. educational excursions, and organization of a 2-day Model United Nations is also on the charts for twice a month. To consolidate these efforts to bring change and fight any form of discrimination against girls and women in the society, all participating 50 private and government schools signed an MOU with CCPCR and Yuvsatta-an NGO. Finally, as our American Gandhi Bernie Mayer says, be the change, and the change, dear friends, begins with you and me. To know more about our work, check the description for link to our email and Facebook page.